And welcome everyone. So if any of you watched my video yesterday, I was talking about how excited I am to start going again on my motivation roller coaster on the ride up. So, and I want to bring you all along with me. So this week I am going to be doing a little like a sneak peek countdown series. I'm going to give you a few little tidbits just to kind of let you know what's coming up in the Light Your Fire event, the 5-day mini course to warm up your teaching skills. But here's the thing. It's not just about, I should explain. It's so much more than just your teaching skills, because we're really amplifying this and talking about our mindset, a positive mindset for ESL teachers to have, and how we can sort of get our motivation back after we've just gone through this crazy storm in the world. So in this video, I just want to give you a few little tidbits, a little sneak peek about some of the stuff that is going to be coming up, and just to give you a little taste of what's coming up in this program. So the link is in the description and in the bottom of this video too. You can see it there. So please make sure you sign up. This is all going to be happening in a private Facebook group, with a group of like-minded ESL teachers. So far, the energy is just warm and loving, and we really want to reach out to you and invite you into our into our virtual group hug. So, number one. Okay, now this first thing that I'm going to share with you today is a tip that this comes from a very personal experience today. I was having a very bad day, very stressed out. Yeah, it was not a good day with my son. Anyways, but you know what? Life has taught me that we are all human and we're all going to experience these stressful moments from time to time. And it's not about feeling bad about that. It's just about learning some techniques, learning some strategies, learning some tips to deal with that and to move forward. So my first tip of the day, when us teachers are feeling stressed and we need to take a moment to calm ourselves down, here it is. Feeling a little bit stressed? Try some lavender. Oh, you can't see it very well. Lavender essential oils. And here's what you do. Just open it up and breathe. Okay, now here's a little extra tip. If you know it's going to be a stressful day, I probably should have been using this today, but what you can do is, if you've ever seen one of these, it's called a essential oil necklace, and you can actually put a little drop right in there and just keep it with you to remind yourself of just to breathe and to calm and to take it one moment at a time. We all go through stressful moments, especially as teachers, and we just need tools ourselves in order to keep our minds in the right, calm, peaceful place. Now, here's another little tip. If for your students, now they're probably not going to take the bottle and just smell it naturally. So what you can do though is get kind of a little a silk flower, a fake flower, and you can just put a little drop on there and then have them smell the flower. Of course, even better is if you actually have a real lavender plant. At one of the schools I worked at, we used to, if a student was feeling a little anxious, I would send them out calmly and quietly with the helper to go get a little drink of water and to go for a little walk around the garden and go to the lavender plant and pick a little lavender, breathe breathe it in and then come back to class. So they just went for this calming, peaceful routine, and then they came back to class nice and calm. So, yeah, another strategy is even to put it in a spritz bottle and spray it around the classroom before they come into class if you feel like you just want to start on a nice calm energy, nice calm environment, kind of the atmosphere. So that's tip number one, of just kind of a little bit of the concept of what we're going to be teaching, what we're going to be sharing with you teachers in this live in our mini course, sorry. And so my tip number 2 that I would like to share with you is a little song I created, and there's some sign language actions that go with it. And I'm going to show you first. Oh, there's my Angelique, my teacher Angie. She's my teacher partner that I'm creating this amazing course with. So make sure you join in and send your hellos to teacher Angie. So the song goes a little like this. So for the sharing action, you just make a flat hand and then you kind of swoop like that on the top. That's the sign for sharing. The sign for caring, I just use the sign for love. And then when I say loving is what we do, I use the ASL sign for I love you. So the song goes like this. Sharing is caring, and caring is loving, and loving is what we do. So this was a nice, gentle little song that I would always kind of sing to my students to just remind them of, if they start fighting over some toys, it's to use the power of our words instead of always, focusing on, oh, don't do that, don't, stop fighting. I want to encourage them with words of kindness and with a soft, gentle, caring voice. I want to redirect them into what I want them to do. So, yeah, and also, just really the concept of, how our actions and our words are so important, and they make such a big impact on, especially on our young learners. So just to be aware of that. Okay, our next tip, sneak peek, is 5 ways to show you care. So in our training course, we're going to be diving in a little bit more on the 5 different, kind of categories, different ways or strategies, you could call them, to really show that you care and really show and express your love to your students. Now, the reason that this is so important is because it's by doing this that we're really able to build relationships with our students. And it's when we can build these relationships, we create rapport with them. And that's when, our level of respect, that's when we learn to really respect each other. And so one little tip that I want to encourage you to share with me now is one tip to build a relationship is simply to share personal information about yourself, to share something personal, a little personal story or something. So I want to encourage you now in this video in the comments to write a little something about yourself. For example, I could say I'm Canadian. I've been teaching English for over 10 years. And I've taught in Honduras, Argentina, and Brazil. So now it's your turn. I want to get to know you and your story. So please share with us, and let's keep this wonderful energy flowing and moving. Okay, so my next little sneak peek tidbit is talking about making a good first impression. So we're going to be talking a lot about practical teaching tips that you can use kind of your first day back or your first week back, your first class back to teaching. And one thing that I love doing, especially when I'm starting a new class, I always like to kind of create the atmosphere, the ambiance, the energy of a party. So sometimes I put up balloons or decorations. I put lots of music. I always put music on to really create that fun, warm, welcoming, inviting atmosphere. Sometimes, oh, there's my wonderful teacher, Angie. She says, I'm teacher Angie, and I adore teaching because it really made me a better person. Wow. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, so that's that tip. And last but not least, I just want to remind you, teachers, to sign up for this free 5-day mini course. Hang on, let me show it to you. Da, 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 da. There we go. So I just want to remind you to sign up for the free Light Up Your Fire, Warm Up Your ESL Teaching Skills. The 5-day mini course will be starting on August 24th. So 1 week, teachers. Let's get our fire started because we're going to have an awesome back to class session, and we want to be there to help and support you. So please make sure you sign up, join our online community, and remember to tag a teacher friend in your comments. And just as my teacher friend, Teacher Angie, would say, together is better. So thank you, teachers. I just want to leave you with that. And remember, tomorrow, this whole week, we're going to be doing a little sneak peek countdown to the Light Up Your Fire, the 5-day mini course. Bye now from Teacher Carly. Keep learning, laughing, and loving.